bukan.
Apa ya?
Voice sama ininya kan terakhir tuh nggak bisa.
Oh, voice.
Oh iya, nggak bisa.
Game apa, Ben?
Evil.
Evil ya? Evil.
Werewolf Party tadi 4 sampai 11 dia.
Tapi gua nggak ikutan juga sih kayak. Udah 12 jam. Bener.
12? Lu live dari jam berapa anjing?
Gua dari siang.
Dia dari siang mulu.
Jam 11.
Oh.
Itu jam 11 emang.
Jam
Jam
2 sih. Jam 2.
Langsung login ke Valorant udah bacot prize pool 10 juta dari bos Dekpeng nih udah.
Nyentot Valorant mulu otakku. Gak jauh-jauh Valorant.
DPD nggak bisa bersepuluh guys, 8.
Kalau 9 DC it. Kalau 9
DC 2.
Nah tuh DC itu Morbid dari kemarin DC
DC boleh banget.
Boleh.
Masa ngilangin satu orang? Pas banget
Ya
sih
kalau
gua itu
Macbeth
cocok itu.
Sedih guys. Nanti nih gua emot nangis nih di gua nih nanti.
Nanti gua itu.
Sadar juga kentot.
Ben.
Jangan.
Ini ketua komando geser Adi Beben makanya tergantung ketua nih. Lu minta sama ketua.
Dia nggak mau maafin
Itu
gua,
pindah
Cok.
posisi facecam ya?
Bikin ketua nih.
Iya.
Coba kembalinya
Ketua
kayak
ormas.
Ngeri banget.
Ketua ormas tuh Beben. Ben.
Gua
Gua
kira
bikin
pindah
nanti
ruangan.
Rono ketua ormas Ben.
Di ngikutin kakak pertama nyuruh pindah, gua pindahin.
Cakep.
DPD 2 versus 8 nggak bisa custom tuh, nggak bisa. Seingat gua kemarin.
Bisa.
Nggak bisa, bener-bener
Tower Unite
play online aja.
CS2.
Ya lebih dari 10 satu doang ya? Satu game doang ya di Tower Unite.
Iya.
Tower Unit balapan seru sih.
Tower Unite balapan, seru banget.
Bebas.
Monopoli ada nggak monopoli? Nggak ada ya. Kita sampai sekarang belum pernah nemuin game monopoli sih.
Monopoli nggak mau monopoli apaan juga. 10 orang anjing.
Ada
Kenapa?
ular
Ada
tangga
monopoli.
nggak sih guys? Ada ular tangga 10 orang.
Ada, cuma di
Karambol aja nggak sih kalian
Tabletop ya?
karambol?
tabletop sih. Kalau gitu.
BL nih lama-lama.
Tapi rata-rata 8 ya.
Gimana?
Minecraft aja deh tuh ketinggi
Gartik benar,
Minecraft.
Gartik.
Oh,
10 custom Valo, apalagi ya, terus susu
Moy.
tadi.
Kalau turun 9 DC it. Turun 8 game saya, per kontol.
Royalty.
Sabar ya. Gua
Habis ngapain?
Kepo lu?
9.
Lihat ah live.
Ven kurang guys actionnya deh.
kurang.
Ya,
Kurang.
kurang men. Mending Evil bro, Evil better.
Iya, jalan aktivitas. Ini juga Werewolf Party kayaknya sih jalan ya. Cuman 74.000 dia. Juni
Apa aja lah.
2024.
Ujung-ujungnya nanti CS berlima kita toh.
Ujung CS, gue udah pasti CS.
Ujung CS bro.
Di ending
Saya
lah.
menunggu itu bro.
Ini juga.
Waktu itu dedukto berapa tuh?
Deduktober 10 bisa kok.
Murah.
Cuman kurang dia mapnya.
Oh, belum update ya?
Waktu itu
Susah
bisa sih
imposternya
yang
untuk bunuh orang.
8 apa berberapa. Cuman kan gak enak ya. Gameplaynya monoton dia.
Monoton kalau dedukto.
Soalnya nggak ada role yang khusus gitu loh, yang kayak banyak. Cuman ada 3 apa 4
Netralnya
role.
nggak ada gitu ya?
Kita lagi cari-cari
Iya.
game.
Bagus DC it cok. DC it jelas.
Pas banget di GTA lagi, lu nggak usah kayak gitulah.
Ya,
Capek.
tapi mau
orang-
kalau iya tuh kan gue lagi sedih lagi nanti. Ini gue udah semangat loh hari ini loh anjing.
Lagi semangat ini men. Aduh.
Keinget lagi.
Letal bisa 10 letal tuh.
Dibagi
Oh,
dua aja
letal.
sih bang, ada yang
Iya,
CS sama
Downloadnya
Valo.
lama banget itu nanti downloadnya.
Enggak letal
Ada
enggak
aja
ada.
belum coba.
Capek. Mod soalnya pak.
Dari jam 8. Itu dari jam 8.
Ntar gua kena gimmick diomongin temen nanti gua males itu. Nanti aja dah. Mana mulu itu.
Masa si Bang Kontol baper bet sama kita bet gimana bet?
Apa-apa kontol tik lagi.
Iya bet, maaf ya Bang.
Lu ngobrol dah sama Thunderbolt gua dah anjing. Males gua.
Anjing, siap. Anjing kalau udah dikeluarin Thunderboltnya kena mental.
Thunderbolt.
itu, anjing. Langsung gue begini gini nih anjing, gak pakai apa nih.
Jadi main apa, Pak? Belum ada ya? Belum ya?
Jadi berapa orangnya? Macbeth beneran capek gak?
Tapi bisa 10 dia sampai jam 2 lah itu bet ya.
Bisa. Kalau mau 10 banget Wusfu.
seseorang, thank you.
Itu game nggak lama kok.
Iya nggak lama, kalau mau.
Nggak lama, Pak.
Oh, iya.
Kita tungguin po, kalau lu mau po. Murah kok,
Nggak
coba
lama.
dah cek deh.
Wusu iya nggak lama.
5 menit.
Ya
5
tentuin
menit,
dulu,
5
tentuin
menit,
dulu, gue
main.
tentuin. Gue kalau udah tentuin, gue
Wusu,
beli
gas.
susu.
Soalnya Wusu game capek itu, teriak-teriak
Capek.
pasti. Capek banget.
Banyak kok, ada polisi maling, modenya banyak kok.
Banyak.
Mode pampir juga
Ya
ada.
udah beli dulu aja lah gue ya.
Bos Bu Dedi ini 65.000.
Usu Dedi siapa?
Wusu 40.000.
Itu doang.
Yang gamenya kayak
Daki
Goblok,
bukan yang terakhir main ya, Tok?
Dikata cheat Dota
Main,
1
belum
unsur
main.
Goblok aja
Tulisannya
dia.
gimana sih?
WHO.
40.000,
Wah,
40.000
ada
bro.
WHO.
yang 40.000 kan ya?
Gak ada gua.
40.000 ya.
Iya.
Coba lihat library lu.
Enggak ada.
WHO nggak ada.
Daki belum pernah main dah.
Nggak ada,
Belum
nggak ada.
Main dia kayaknya.
Belumnya.
Nggak ada.
Terakhir bukan sama Daki ya, guys.
Iya, bukannya ada daki ya.
Ben, gimana Ben?
Sebastian, there you are. I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try. I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Halo, selamat datang guys. Kita jadi maling kayaknya nih. Sneaky ya guys, pelan-pelan.
Blast. Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. Damn.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Nah, lu distract ya.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key.
Good gracious, what a mess.
Hampir.
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Sneaky Nicky.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister,
Hello.
Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
little friend, out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Aduh. Ini cara ini gimana sih? Tambah ini loh.
Repairer. Of course, traces of ancient magic. That's it! There must be more to this room. Where might this lead?
Di sini banyak banget yang musuh.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Halo. Udah lagi nih. Oh.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Is a book after all.
Biar mati. Salaknya bang. Lek. Nonton film dulu ya.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. but we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Revelio. Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Of course.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Okay.
Now, everyone. Grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new form and cut down the soil.
Itu tanaman apa ya, guys? Mungkin budak langsung anjir.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our pot.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Kemana nih?
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Oh ini.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Ada lagi ya? Salah.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my heart and hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendship. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Everyone knows your garlic favorite.
Salah.
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school.
Belajar ramuan dulu, guys. Bikin ramuan.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Professor Sharp didn't seem as impressed as you are.
Don't take it personally. Professor Sharp wouldn't be impressed by a troll reciting the tales of Beetle the Bard backwards. And in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Can you remind me what you needed again?
I was hoping you could get me a Fwooper feather from Sharp's office. It's the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow them.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippins.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand. Keep your...
can you remind me what you needed again?
I was hoping you could get me a fupa feather from Sharp's office. It's the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
Ada flopper.
Potion should not be that color. Dowel.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Again. Oh, smell.
Dragon Duck! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth.
Off on another adventure, are we?
If only a new student would help me with my...
Revelio.
Obviously.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Cross Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Incendio.
Is that all you've got? Levioso.
Incendio. Accio.
Act like a winner.
Incendio.
You're better than that.
Incendio. Accio.
Mind the one.
Incendio.
Don't shy away now.
Accio.
Come on.
Levioso.
Protego.
Levioso.
Accio.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Incendio.
Confringo.
Confringo.
Incendio.
Levioso.
Protego.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Protego.
Levioso.
Accio.
Confringo.
Protego. Incendio.
Care to try again?
No, I don't think so. Not right now.
Understandable. But don't take too long. We'll be waiting.
Tombolnya bisa diganti apa ya? Tombolnya
Yes.
repot dah.
Don't know why the common room.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Levioso! Accio! Levioso!
Oh, siapa dia?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Accio! Levioso!
Beard! What was that?
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio. Levioso. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
I hope you were able to take care of everything
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds horrible.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Dia ngelemparin senjata ya. Gimana sih naruh ke stat ini? Kan enggak
'd like to retire with more habit.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program, at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Anjing do amat. Astaga, jauh banget, guys. Spell combination practice 2. Mana ya? Seru banget lagi anjing. Perjalanan ini melihat pemandangan indah.
These rocks have seen better days.
Jir, jauh banget, Jir. Ada yang lebih dekat lagi apa?
Black is without a doubt the worst.
Revelio. Levioso.
Abang.
Revelio.
Find myself some.
Revelio. Revelio.
Not when you've just had your hair done by Calliope.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
If something threatens me,
Revelio. Revelio.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean you can't get lost.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop whenever you're about.
Ini 16. Duitku udah berapa?
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Revelio.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. Hello there. Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, hello. And how would one like to be styled today?
Anjir, level 11 lagi.
Revelio.
I told you not to go down.
I'm very sorry, Father.
Revelio. Revelio.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crackcroft.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Revelio.
Ah, here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and it's missing. I'd rather not.
Very well.
We'll be there in but a moment. That ought to keep them at bay for now.
Thank you for the...
Do keep your wits about you.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
Dia penjara ya?
If I had my I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. I teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
What is that I hear? Perhaps death, in all its mercy, approaches.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Racun langsung.
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madam Thistlewood, All right. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages. Expelliarmus! Accio! No, that's not it. I see how this goes. It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. Accio! You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw? You'll not outfox me, Jack. No, that's not it. Incendio. Accio. no wonder I never found that clue. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw?
Accio!
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. Why didn't you exonerate her?
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the Aura you...
Thank you.
If only a new student were to help me
Are
with...
you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak. The girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Protego! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso!
Yes, terus sembunyi di kastil.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Lumos. Lumos. Revelio.
Levioso. Lumos.
Ini gimana, guys?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Lumos.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again. Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Ooh, this shouldn't take long. I won't rest. Dead. You quite
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jack Doris led me. I wonder how big this place is. I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long. I need to light all three before they time out on me. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Accio. I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Another puzzle. But if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. The next symbol is hidden somewhere. Oh, behind the rock. There's the symbol.
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Platform ought to be able to float straight to me. Accio! Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio!
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Accio!
Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere. Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Revelio. 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 Incendio. Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Accio! It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Incendio! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Untouched chest. Bill wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the head of Richard Jackdaw. Protego! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Potato! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Accio!
Mati. Goblok banget dah.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the head of Richard Jackson. Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Ugh. Shame you're so foul. Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Accio! Incendio! Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how the spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I need to look around for the symbol. Revelio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus will disarm you brutes.
Protego. Accio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Protego. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio.
What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensieves. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book? I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book. Revelio.
The banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Revelio.
Halo.
Revelio.
Do you realise what you're wearing?
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Not a fan, I take it?
Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up!
Thank you.
Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms
I had my
are
own
school
broom.
property. I want them returned in one piece.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello. Nice day for a flight. Oh, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as the first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Aha! Brilliant!
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Hufflepuff like you might be interested in some high-flying fun?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Ha! Now that's more like it!
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And Meowlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's the Gower signal. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Okay.
I can't wait until I'm a 6th year. Then I won't have to waste my time with herbology anymore.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare?
Revelio.
Illicit spell practice. Meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
Did you get your bit room?
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Revelio. Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Revelio.